Hi, it's Dr. Farmer, and I would like to take a moment to respond to the feedback that was given after the first exam. I really appreciate those of you all who took the time to give me feedback. This only helps me improve the class for you all moving forward as well as for the future. There were two primary issues that were discussed in the feedback, and I would like to note that the resounding amount of the feedback was positive. So I really appreciate you all letting me know that you're enjoying the class and you're getting what you would hope to get out of the class. Thank you. I appreciate it. The two issues that were mentioned pretty consistently in the feedback, one was related to the weekly discussion posts. Remember, weekly discussion posts are due Wednesday by 12 p.m. And there's a segment of students who would prefer that deadline be Wednesday night. Now, the reason that it's Wednesday by 12 p.m. is because I actually wanted to give you all more time. Initially, my preference was to have it Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. And the reason for that is that I'd like to get those initial two answers posted so that we have the rest of the week to have an actual discussion about your responses. If we wait later in the week, it decreases the amount of time that we have to actually have the discussion. So if I were to change it, I would move it earlier rather than later. But we'll leave it the same. I just want you to understand my rationale for that. The other issue is that there's some students who are concerned about not being able to go ahead and post ahead of the discussion. And my rationale for not allowing that is because you can't have a discussion with people who aren't there. So if you go and you post while no one's actually in that chapter, you're not having a discussion, and it defeats the purpose of the discussion questions. Now, to resolve this issue, because I understand students wanting to pace themselves and get ahead, I commend you for that. What I would do is I would create a Word document and just answer the questions in a Word document. And when we get to that week, you simply paste those answers into the discussion. But I still do not want you going ahead and starting a discussion before most of the students arrive in that week. I hope you understand my rationale for that. So those are the issues related to the discussion questions. The other issue was related to the exams. There were a few people who had issues with seeing the results for the exam. That's been resolved. You should be able to see the answers to the exam that you on the multiple choice that were incorrect, as well as my feedback on your essay question. Those are both available if you go into the exam and you look at it. I do not make the ones that you had correct available because I use the exams again. In terms of if you don't have any feedback in your essay portion of the exam, that means you got 100%, and so you don't need any feedback because you had it correct. And then the other issue related to the exam was students want a review for the exam. And my response to that is that you already have the review in the reading notes. Historically, I have not given the reading notes to students. However, until it was time for the exam, that was the review that I used to give. Now that we're online and actually in my classes in person as well, I have never really given a review for the exam because the lecture notes cover everything that's possible for the exam. And if you look at the first exam, you'll recognize that if you look at the review for the essay questions, as well as the reading notes, then 99% of the exam came from those two items. So you have the review. Please take advantage of it. And I hope you understand that issue as well. So those are the two big issues that I recorded for the feedback. And I thank you all for checking in. If you have any questions or concerns, remember, I'm always available. Send me an email, go use the link, schedule a time to meet. I will be in town next week for in-person meetings. For those of you all who want to meet in person, I'm sending that email this week as well to use a separate link to do that. Thank you for your feedback. I look forward to talking to you and or seeing you soon.